Looks like somebody fucked up.
No, it's just a slow ass computer. I couldn't see it playing. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I hate
how
that.
you doing? Yep. This is another edition of the Chaos Conversation. We have the usual suspects in the house. We're short two. One is having a romantic dinner at evening with his lovely wife. Happy anniversary, Guy Scar. We'll catch you here on the show tomorrow. And Terrence, I guess he may be working out or do something. I'm sure he'll jump in whenever he gets the link. But the show must go on, and we are, I guess, the Fantastic Four for tonight. And there's the usual introduction I'm going to do. I'm going to start with Anzo, go around the panel, then we get into the show. All right, Anzo, what's going on in your world, sir?
What's up, guys? You know the channel, Big Afford Entertainment. Tomorrow night we'll be having the Chaos list, so check that out. Wednesday is the side. Rule of Three with a side of Tabasco along with the OOC. But other than that, can't wait to get this show started. Let's do it.
All right. And Mad's Mama Bear, what's going on in your neck of the woods, young lady?
Well, you're working on some changes, some projects, some quick repaints. Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff.
Okay. Good for you. And last but not least is Mr. Chris Knight. What's going on, sir, over there in good old Kansas?
It's Missouri, but that's all right. It's Kansas. It confuses everybody. We got people that come through here all the time and think they're in Kansas and they're Missouri. We're side by side. It's good. But everything is okay here. We had some weather come through the weekend. Got a little cold, but hey, we'll make it. Yeah, doing the same old thing here right now. Doing Unmasking the Masked Singer. We're working on getting back to the weekly Rumble, but we got the Rule of Three on Wednesday. Tomorrow, of course, the Chaos list. Lots of good stuff on all our channels. I know that, so check it out. And thank you to everybody who's here.
Good deal. Okay, there's a little change in the format. Usually I used to do a lot of rankings, kind of stepping away from that. And what I'm doing is trying to get 6 questions, and we're going to have to spend 10 minutes open discussion on it. Do a lot of ranking. Is that an echo?
I heard something there. I don't know.
It's like I heard echo.
Oh,
I was all dropped off.
it happens.
Orville Nation. Give him a little opportunity to come back. But let's see. We got Caleb is Wartzu. What's up, everyone? What was that laugh? Dex Shay, what's up? How you doing? Guy Scar, hey guys, dropping into support. Catch you all on the next one. Much love to the panel and the chat. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Orville Nation, hey Chris and gang. How you doing? Trying to see if Anzo's going to get back in here so we can start the show. G Major, first time here. Man, thank you, G Major. We appreciate it, man.
We do.
Please, hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to all the people on the panelists. Maz Mama Bear, Chris Knight, Anzo, Guy Scar, Terrence. We appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you, sir. Well, we're going to go ahead and start it, and Anzo will jump back in. But basically, the format's going to be 6 questions, 10 minutes each. We'll openly discuss. You're trying to see if there are any people in the chat that have any comments that's relevant to the questions, and we'll answer them as well. The first question. Okay, so Anzo, he's back.
All right.
Installed something and it fucking reset the computer. I was like, shit, my bad.
All right. First question. While filming in Vancouver, British Columbia, Jim Carrey had a raffle and gave away a Chevy Blazer to one of the workers on the set. Are you glad to hear that they were working on a Sonic 2 movie? And do you think it will be as good as the first one? Anyone that wants to go can start it off.
I actually liked the first Sonic movie, so yeah, I'm glad they're working on it. We already knew they were going to, so I'm happy with that. yeah, I definitely want to see it. Um, Jim Carrey seems like he's the man with what he did with that. So yeah, I'm good with it.
Um, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Honestly, I want to. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. But everything I've heard, he's Jim Carrey again, but it actually works really well for Doctor Robotnik. I've heard for the most part that the original movie that they just came out with last year, I think it was, or 2 years ago, that it actually does justice to the game. It's got enough elements in it that a lot of people were really happy with it, and we all know that video game movies are hit and miss at best. So if they listen to the fans and redesigned Sonic, so that's a good step forward in the right direction to be trusted with the property. And then the movie wasn't a complete failure. People liked it. Majority of people liked it from what I've heard. So a second one, I don't see how you can go wrong. I as long as you change up enough about it, and use the same formula as you did. If Jim Carrey's on his game, like I guess he was in the first one, should be fine. And I do plan on watching the first one, so I would definitely be interested in seeing the second one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're filming. I didn't realize they were filming in Canada, but I heard that it's much more affordable to film up there, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested to see it. I know a lot about the Sonic the game in the TV show. Never knew much about. I think they call one the Tails, and what's the other one called?
Um,
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
that's it,
Yeah.
Knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about those two.
Tails was his cousin, and I think he shows up in the second game.
I know
Knuckles
he can
shows
fly
up
with
in the
Tails. Does Knuckles have speed too?
no. Well, Knuckles is, I think, a genetic clone of Sonic that Dr. Robotnik makes. I think that's his backstory. But he has more strength. He does have speed, but he's not as fast as Sonic. And then he has spikes on his knuckles that allows him to climb walls. That's from the game. I don't know about in the movie, but that's his. Those are his things.
Hmm.
Is he going to be in the movie?
I know Tails is in the end of it.
Tails,
But I don't know.
Based on what
Yeah,
I saw,
Tails.
and they mentioned something about Knuckles in the article I read this morning.
That would make
Yeah,
sense that they'd bring Knuckles in. And
Yeah, Tails is in the end of it. So
yeah.
I'm going to kind of go in reverse because I said in the DM I said, "Oh, y'all, that we were going to talk about the Venom 2 briefly." Did everybody get to watch it? The trailer?
Yep.
yep.
You
I
went
did.
to watch it, Mads? Mads.
Oh.
Mic up. Yeah.
Okay. What did you think about it? Chris,
Honestly,
I'm sorry,
chills.
go ahead.
I'm so looking forward to it. I love Carnage, and this is looking like it's going to be a fantastic movie.
Okay. All right, Chris, what you think?
Of the Let There Be Carnage.
The trailer, yes.
Yeah. I liked the first one. It looks very good. Well, I think it's kind of interesting that it looks like Eddie Brock is just kind of resigned to being with Venom. It's like in the way that the trailer makes him look, he just kind of looks like he's just there dealing with it day to day. And I'm not sure exactly what they're gonna what Woody Harrelson's character is, but obviously there's history between him and Eddie.
He's Carnage. He's going to be Carnage.
Well, I know who he's going to be. I'm saying I don't know why he's like the way the thing is he's talking to Eddie about it's been a long time, so they have some history other than
Yeah.
Carnage,
Yeah, I don't know what
unless
that-
it is Carnage talking. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I really don't know, but it looks really, really good. I know that they've said it's not technically going to be part of the MCU, but because Marvel's on board. I don't think it. I think anytime Marvel's on board, Marvel's helping Sony. That they put enough into it that as soon as they get the property, whenever that is, they will get the property back. That they can easily enough count it as part of the MCU and run with it. But it looks really good. I mean, like I said, I loved the first one. I thought it was really good, and this one looks like they're gonna up themselves and take it to the next level.
What do you think, Gonzo?
I was actually impressed with it. I thought it was really good.
You
I was
froze?
like, okay.
Froze?
Froze? Oh,
Yeah.
crap. All right. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Hold on. I liked
You
the
didn't
trailer.
think it was too funny? You try to be like too comical with it?
No, I expected that from this movie. You know what I mean? It's something I expected, especially from the first one. Like Chris said, I like the fact that he's actually like, okay, now he's living with Venom and everything is cool with that. So I'm definitely interested in seeing this movie for sure, 100%.
I want to see it, but I don't know about Venom cooking, man. I've never seen it. I was like, okay. Yeah, trying to sing a song too. I was like, all right, now that kind of. I definitely want to see it. I ain't saying I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to definitely watch it. But I was like, he trying to sing and cook, and so I
Gets upset about chocolate. Hey man, this is a character I can suddenly relate to.
Okay.
We know.
I'm going to eat, Mr. Chen. You say? Oh hell. Well, I'm definitely gonna watch it because I like the first one, and I am a I'm a Eddie Brock, not Eddie Brock. What's the guy that plays Eddie Brock? I can't think of his name.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I'm a Tom Hardy fan, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm curious to see how he's gonna get how Cletus Cassie's gonna get the symbiote though, because it looked like they was putting cyanide in his vein, and then
it came out.
It pushed out.
Venom pushed it back. So I'm like, how the hell did he get? So
that's definitely going to be a part of the story. You're gonna, unless, like I said, there's something built in that explains that perhaps he got it before he got to prison or whatever.
Now, if they do like the cartoon, then maybe when Eddie Brock's visiting him, that somehow Venom has a child, and I guess that symbiote attaches to Cletus.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's gonna make sense, because that's what happened in the comic book. Every so often they have so many offspring, and offspring get attached to somebody. So
I think the squishing of the spider was a bit of an Easter egg teaser.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Did they have a release date for that?
I don't think so. You know.
No, they didn't say yet. They said coming soon to only theaters. So you're starting to see it already that a lot of these companies are saying, nope, only a theater.
Keep telling yourself that.
Motherfuckers.
You know.
I'm just saying. You say that, but that's where they want people to go.
No, I get that, but fuck that. I got
well,
Android box,
okay.
so I'm good.
I'm just saying that they don't admit to that being an issue. They keep that undercover and handle it different ways. But that's what I mean. That's whatever. And
also,
plus,
you said it
again. I don't think it's the same, so it doesn't matter.
You said they did reveal a release date. What's release date?
Oh, I have no idea.
It wasn't on the trailer. It just said coming soon.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Austin, we're going to go to the second question. The second question is September 24th. That works for me. Several members of the Fast and Furious franchise are lobbying to add Matt Damon to the cast. Would you want to see this addition? And do you want to see him be an ally to them or a bad guy? Whoever wants to go first.
For me, it's like they're adding everybody to it, and then they don't keep them bad. You know what I mean? I have a feeling that John Cena is going to end up turning good And then it's like, okay, so everybody comes in bad but turns good. Rock, Jason Statham, now John Cena. I don't
I
know.
don't think The Rock was ever bad. I think he was just going after them.
Well, yeah,
He
no,
was
I don't
never-
mean bad. Yeah, bad, but he still ended
Yeah.
up breaking the law and doing shit
Yeah.
to help them out. You know.
I don't think Charlene Theron, or however you pronounce her name, I think she's gonna be the big baddie for a while till they kill him. Then maybe they replace her with Matt Damon. Matt Damon may be her brother or something.
Yeah,
Brother,
that's how
brother,
that's
lover.
something
Yeah.
like that. I
If he's
think
cold,
that
if he's cold like he is in the Bourne series, I want to see him as a bad guy. Man, he was cold as hell in the damn Jason Bourne series. If he play that kind of cool character and deadly, that'd be good. I want to see, but shit, fucking The Rock and damn Vin Diesel hit each other with fucking sledgehammers and shit, and there ain't no blood or swelling or nothing. So I don't know even if he could do that.
Exactly. It I don't know, man. The Fast and Furious, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Those kind of franchises, you gotta just watch that shit and let like your expectations go out the damn window. You know what I mean when you're watching that movie? But
In a recent article, Ludacris said it's the best one yet. So I don't know whether
of course he's gonna say that.
I know. I don't know whether or not he just blowing smoke.
Listen.
To me, the best one was 3. Three is my favorite.
Tokyo Drift.
That's what I was gonna say. Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
A lot of people see. A lot of
I
people don't
hate
like that, and I didn't see. I got to watch 1 through 5.
I like it because that
One
American
after
car
another.
kicked that ass, that Mustang. That I like that. So
The rice burner, yeah. I like Tokyo Drift too because it's different. But they did try to start in like 6 or 6. They started adding elements. I think it was of the drifting into it, like with the scene in the car park or in the garage where they're trying to do it. So I mean, and the thing is, that's why Statham turned good is because when you find out that he didn't kill Han, you can make him good now. So you see, but Anzo's absolutely right. It's only a matter of time before the bad guy becomes another good guy, and he's just on board with the rest of them because, I didn't realize that it wasn't you that did what I thought you did. So now I'm not mad at you anymore. Hey, buddies, yay, and I love these movies. I do. But, you do have to throw any expectations for these movies out the window. When you see The Rock literally grab with his hand a torpedo and redirect it on ice.
Didn't he hold down a helicopter or something too on the last one?
Yes. It's just
really.
It's just
I know.
Well, no. Well, yeah. Him and Vin Diesel both kind of did that. Oh no. Him and Statham both.
Yeah. But he was the one that was holding it. Like he had it in his hand.
Yeah.
To the truck and holding it.
I was like, really?
You have. I mean, like they had the scene where they had a scene in this one where they jump off the cliff and they just so happen to hit a chain with a hook perfectly in their car to where it doesn't destroy the car. Now I know I don't think they actually swing all the way around. I think it crashes on the bottom, but they don't die. So it's like, I do have to say that I wish they were doing them more like 1 through 4 because at least it was somewhat realistic. Some of the stuff that was going on, and then but every movie since then they've just gone. I mean, I think 4 had the tank in it, maybe. Maybe not. I forget. I can't remember. But they after that it was like let's one up ourselves. And I'm sorry. Before long, you're gonna have to shoot one of these cars to space, and they're gonna have to have some sort of a race in space.
Oh, you don't know that's what they're doing in this one?
What?
I've heard something, but I don't even want to go there. I like in seven when they literally use the supercar to fly through the glass and jump between the buildings. Whatever you think they're going to do,
They'll
throw
do
it out the window and expect something completely more outlandish than what you're thinking of, because they've done it and they're going to do it. And
This is why I'm saying expect them to go to space, guys. Trust me.
yeah, well, it's Star Wars now. It's been Star Wars for a while because of the unbelievability of the physics involved. Again,
Mhm.
in Fast and Furious, it was a very good movie. It had a little bit of a heist built into it, but it did have that gearhead mentality. It did have a good feeling of, hey, these guys are all misfits, but they're work together. All this, and then you throw in the fact that they had the racing and the desert, race wars is a real thing. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but they do this thing out on the salt flats where they race and do this stuff. So there were a lot of good elements, and it wasn't the best acted movie, but it was a good movie. And the second one wasn't horrible. It was fun the way they played it. And then Tokyo Drift, I really did like it because I love Tokyo. I mean, I just think that it's an amazing place. If you've never been there, guys, if you can get there, go there. I love that place. But they kind of lost that thought of reality, because when there was realism in it, it did much better for it. And again, like I said, I don't mind the non-realism, but it does take away from the movie. It's more like a comic book now.
What's up, Terrence? What's going on with you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. We just discussing
he
the
has
question
me.
about Vin Diesel and some of the cast are wanting to add Matt Damon to the cast. What are your thoughts on that? And do you want to see him be a bad guy or ally?
Okay, yeah. Was that the only one that I missed, Danny?
The first was about Tails.
Okay, yep. Which one you want me to answer first?
The one about Matt Damon.
Okay. Yeah, I like Matt Damon. I would love to see him in that franchise. I'm a big fan of his because of the Jason Bourne stuff. So, I think he'd be good as a good guy, but I think that because the good guy side is stacked with a lot of talented and badass characters, that you would want someone on the opposite end to combat them. So he might be better suited as a villain. But either way, I would love to see him in the movie.
The first question was about Jim Carrey gave away a new car to one of the hands that work on behind the movies, and they're starting to film it now in British Columbia, Vancouver. What are your thoughts on it? Are you glad that they're filming it, and do you think it'll be as good as the first one?
I think that the second one is probably going to be better than the first one. I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was pretty good for a video game movie, because a lot of times those are just not good. I like the design of Sonic. I like the way the movie flowed, and I think that with the introduction of Tails and possibly Knuckles having a bigger role towards the end of the film, that can really heighten the experience. I used to play the games a lot too, so I am coming at it from a fan perspective as well. But even if they don't include a lot of the video game elements, I did appreciate the different Easter eggs and hints that they did in the first installment. So I think the second one, though, make sure to get rid of any mistakes, certain things that maybe the humans didn't like the first time around. And I think they're in a position to do something fun at the very least. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Question number 3.
We also talked about Venom.
Yeah, did you watch the Venom trailer today?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it, but I like Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy. He has the personality down. He has a smile down, and I like the way that Carnage looks. I'm not really that big of a fan of like kind of the extra goofiness that they're putting on Venom. Like it seems like he's even more funnier than he was in the first installment. So I hope that that doesn't get in the way of the brutalness and the savagery that should be coming along with Carnage. I hope that there's a separation between that. Like, you see Venom, okay, it's kind of like what we got the first time around. They're doubling down on that. But then when you focus on Cletus Cassidy, I hope that the tone changes and then you really get that kind of wow factor that's associated with his character in the comics. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be better than the first one. I didn't hate the first one, but I thought it just, maybe if you just cut down on the comedy a little bit, I think it would make for a more intense story. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Good deal. All right. Question number 3.
Ow.
Vin Diesel is still saying there will be a Riddick 4, and the title of that is Führer. Carl Urban is rumored to return to the movie as well.
Did Mads get a chance to talk about Fast and Furious?
Honestly, I've only seen the original Fast and Furious, so yeah, if they were going to bring on Matt Damon, by all means. I really can't weigh in too much beyond. Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you spoke on it. I
No,
apologize.
it's okay,
Okay.
but I appreciate it.
Okay. Anybody else? Last minute thoughts about it? Everybody good?
No, good.
Okay. All right. Question number 3. Vin Diesel is still saying there will be a Riddick 4, and the title is Führer. Carl Urban is rumored to return to this movie as well. Do you think this movie will ever happen, or is it just another Flashpoint pipe dream?
No, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think we'll get it.
Basically, like Fast and Furious, more so than Fast and Furious, but much like Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel has the rights to Riddick. If he says it's going to happen, it's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter if it's released to a theater. He'll find some production company that'll back it. He will find some movie studio that'll give him enough money to do it. And even if it goes to just streaming services, it will get done. He wouldn't be talking about it still if he was done with this stuff. So I just think it's a matter of time. I like the Riddick films. They're done well. So I wouldn't rush him. I think he's trying to think of something to make it really interesting. And I mean, again, what he does in those movies works better than the stuff he does in the Fast and Furious movies. So, yeah. So yeah, that's my take on it.
All right. Anzo.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a Riddick movie because that movie's like his passion, So I believe we're gonna get one. I want to see one. I was a fan of most of them, so we'll see what happens. Hope it comes up soon, and
You
hope it
said
doesn't
most
wait
of
too
them.
long.
Which one you didn't like?
The last one was okay, and I wouldn't say I didn't like it, but it was just okay for me. But I hope he doesn't wait too long, because you can wait too long and then ruin the whole thing. So,
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Hell yeah, I'm down for it. I love the character. It's not even just because, yes, I will own Vin Diesel as kind of eye candy, but I just adore the whole character, the lore behind it. I admit I have delved into this, how the eye shine came and everything. It was, doesn't matter if it takes another 10 years, I will be there happily when it comes out.
of course.
I think I read somewhere that only the alphas on the Furies get those eyes like that. Did you ever hear that, Mans?
Actually, it was in one of the games where it was a side quest. When he was in one of the prisons, was where he gets the eye shine from. I think it was a supernatural being, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
In the movie, he did it himself.
Huh?
No,
No.
you're talking about Riddick's eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the movie he did it himself, if I'm not mistaken.
I never
I
saw that.
haven't seen that scene.
I haven't either.
No, they don't show it. He talks about it in Pitch Dark.
I know
He
he
talks.
said he had a job done. That's why that girl went to that prison because she wanted her eyes like
Yeah,
that.
to get her. Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
think he was just blowing smoke up her ass.
It was.
Yeah. Either he was born like that. Stuff I heard from different fans said that they're like alpha males on that planet, and certain alphas develop that kind of like a evolution or something. Whether or not it's true, I haven't seen anything else to back that up. That's just what I heard in casual conversation. So I don't know.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
Terrence, what you think? What's your thoughts on this, sir?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Riddick films. I think Pitch Black started when I was at the tail end of being in middle school. Unfortunately, those films are nowhere near as popular as the Fast and Furious franchise, which is unfortunate. But you know, the fan base is big enough to warrant as many sequels as we have gotten. So, in relation to this Furia movie, I would like to see it. It's kind of been circulating for like the last couple years. And I think that Vin Diesel switched his priorities to the Fast franchise because of how lucrative that is. So I think he'll probably circle back around to it as he might have been working on it slowly this whole time. Before I went to see the third Riddick film, the one with Dave Bautista and Katie Sackhoff in there, um, you know, some years before that, I had ordered some goggles that look very similar to Riddick. And before I went to see that third installment, I shaved my head and I had my black tank top and the goggles. And that's how I went to the theater to watch it. And it kind of made me feel more part of the movie itself. So I love the character and his personality. And I think that there's a lot of lore that you can explore there to where I feel you can make 10 of them and you'd be fine from a story perspective. So I
You
would
didn't
like
get
to see it.
you didn't get the contacts make your eyes look like that?
You know, for a second, I actually looked into that because, you know, when it comes to my training, like that's why I got the barcode on the back of my head. You know, that was inspired by you know,
Hitman?
Agent 47 from Hitman, because I was trying to make a decision of whether I was gonna get it on the back of the head like Agent 47, or I was gonna get it on the back of my neck like the Manticore soldiers in that Dark Angel show, and I settled with the back of the head because I felt like it'd be more painful, you know, for me to get that. So I did look into that for a second, Danny. Like it was all like maybe 10 minutes. And I was like, this is probably not really feasible for me to get this. So I just kind of settled with like, well, you know, I have a certain build to my body. You know, I have similar clothing and I just needed to obtain the goggles and I'll be good. And, you know, that all worked out because when I went to that theater, you know, I definitely got some comments from the fans and stuff. I just kind of worked with what I had. You know, wasn't trying to do anything fancy, but it just kind of made the experience awesome. So I would love to see another Riddick film, and I think it's going to happen. Just give it some time. I think it'll happen.
Good deal, good deal. Any any other questions or any other comments? Okay. Moving on to question number 4. If you were Kevin Feige, would you actively seek out Henry Cavill and Ray Fisher and try to hire them for the MCU? If so, what characters would you picture them to play should they say yes? Anybody want to start?
No, I wouldn't. I have nothing. If I'm Kevin Feige, I have nothing that I don't have to go to the DC people. I don't have to go through that route. I'm getting people coming to me wanting to be in my films. I don't need that. I'm not saying that, you know, if you have a part that you think would work for them, I guess, but I don't actively go after them just because they're no longer either they are or they're not a part of the DCEU or whatever the hell they're calling it. Yeah, I'm Kevin Feige. I have Marvel. I have yet to absolutely go down a route that I have to do something to save my job or anything. I mean, yeah, I don't think that there's any need to go after him unless you have something that you're thinking of doing that you're like that he's the perfect fit. If you're talking about going after him because both of them are no longer a part of the DC stuff, no, I'm not going after him just to have them, just to say ha ha ha. All I have to do to go ha 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 to DC is say, look at my numbers. I don't need them. That's my opinion.
I don't think I would go after Ray Fisher, but I would go after Henry Cavill because I think he's going to bring a lot of fans from the DCU over here, and I think he would make the perfect Doom. That's what I would pitch to him.
I think
You're
people
gonna be
like
the
him
next Dr.
as
Doom.
Superman. I think
They
people
do.
like him as Superman, and I don't
do.
think they're going to buy him as a villain. I just don't. He's not.
The wrong people like him as Superman. Warner Brothers don't like him as Superman. So what are you supposed to do? Sit there forever and wait to hope that someday they'll take him back? He still got to work.
Yeah, but he's got other things he can do. He's not worried about it.
So you mean to tell me you play this iconic thing, man, and for whatever reason, the studio says we tired of Chris Knight. We going with Anzo, and then the competition just say, hey man, just a thought. We want you to play this iconic role, and here's.
I'm not saying he wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying the people. Here's what they're going to think. People like him as Superman. Dr. Doom is not Superman. Dr. Doom is a villain. And can we get the performance out of him that is going to make people forget of him being Superman enough that people are going to go like, oh, that sucked to have him casted as that. It's very difficult to. I mean, all I'm going to see if I see him in a part like that is him trying to be evil. You don't want somebody trying to be evil. You want to hire somebody who will be evil, who will be that part. If you're putting Henry Cavill in there because he's no longer with DC, what's the point? I just don't see. I don't think you fit in there. I don't. You might. I don't think. Mostly because people have that image already burned in their head now of Superman. It's still here. 10 more years from now, maybe, but not now.
Okay.
I definitely would go after him. I mean, I'd be like, yo, they don't want you, we'll take you, because those guys right then and there are going to do things to make your movies better. I don't mind seeing them as Doom or anybody else like that. I would definitely be down for that. So yeah, absolutely 100%. I do it.
Okay. Mads.
Hell.
Oh,
yep.
You would?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I'd be trying to lure the whole Justice League over.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
I mean, everyone was excited about so many people were excited about The Witcher just because as soon as they mentioned Henry Cavill was going to be Geralt.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
to ignore the fact that he is not only a hot ticket, actor, but the fact that yes, he is catnip.
Let's just say hypothetically, Jason Momoa got on a chopping block.
Yeah,
I would snatch him up and he'd be my next Wolverine.
Be a little tall for Wolverine, but
yeah. See, there's that issue, but also that again, you're going from a hero to a hero, or technically, I mean, because I put Wolverine more as kind of an anti-hero, but whatever.
I just think other than Hugh Jackman, he has the most feral look, and I can see it because Hugh Jackman was 6 feet. I think 6'2" for that.
I could see Momoa more in the, just based on looks, more Sabretooth than Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly who I would put him as in the Marvel universe.
I think he could pull it off because I never saw him as no fucking Aquaman. but he pulled that off.
Right? Cavill, I would. Somebody mentioned Mr. Sinister, and I would love to see that.
I
Shake your
wouldn't
head
be
all you
mad at
want.
that.
He is an actor.
I understand that. It's not. Listen. You don't. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm not saying he wouldn't do great. You have to sell it to a lot of people who might see him as something else, and I think that enough people are on the Superman bandwagon with him that they're not going to buy into it. They're just not going to like it. I mean,
2 words.
I stay away from these people because they've already done superhero movies, and it makes it very difficult to start trying to integrate somebody that's so prevalently already remembered in another superhero movie that's on the opposite aisle.
Chris?
Hmm?
Michael Keaton.
I understand, but that's so many years ago. I said if you're
It's
talking
still
10 years
applies.
from now, if you're saying 10 years from now, fine. Right now, no. If you're going to bring Dr. Doom in or somebody like that right now, no. 10 years from now, yeah, sure, because that's going to be gone.
Hell, nobody thought Ben Affleck would be a decent Batman. They thought it was going to be complete
He
trash.
didn't. Yeah, but that's. I think we're talking to different things here. I'm not saying he'd be trash doing it. I am saying people have to buy into this. And it's really difficult when you have something fresh in your mind that this guy has done that's on the opposite end of the spectrum in a different.
And that's why I'm saying Ben Affleck, because everyone hated Daredevil.
Yeah, but see, again, that was how many years ago? That was years before that. Again,
I see what Chris is saying. I don't agree with it, but I see what he's saying. He's saying
I
that
see what he's saying too.
the Fury in such an iconic role on the other aisle, like he said, and then you come over here that some people are not going to be able to, I guess, tell the difference. Be like, oh well, I know you got him as Wolverine, but that's Superman. I can see that, but I think
I disagree with that.
I think Kevin Feige did enough, whatever, to make it work. And he'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's Superman. But then as the movie progresses, and then he really immerses himself into the new character, I think it'll be all right.
He was great in Mission Impossible, so I don't see people having an issue with him changing over to MCU and being a bad guy, or any of them, to be honest with you. I mean, people will be happy that they're in a fucking better place than they are with DC. You know what I mean? Be like, oh yeah, finally he's gonna get the respect he deserves.
I don't think. I don't know. I think the people in these things take it more serious than that.
They get Henry Cavill, put him as Doom, and have him the Loki of the next couple of phases. People would love that shit.
And again, I'm going to say this: Kevin Feige isn't going to go and pick up the trash that DC left behind because he's above that, and he has more success doing what he's always done rather than trying to chase after the scraps supposedly that DC drops.
In this scenario, Ray Fisher's a trash, and Henry Cavill is a diamond in the rough.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but I still think though that it's DC's trash. They're just throwing it out. They're like, nah, we're done with this.
But Ray Fisher did show off his acting chops with the Zack Snyder version.
Yeah, but and again, I just don't think that. I didn't say Shifty. I did not mean that Cavill is trash. I'm saying that he is DC's trash. DC threw him out. If they're not going to re-sign him as Superman, they threw him out. One man's trash is another man's treasure, but that's not going to be what Kevin Feige thinks. Kevin Feige has yet to quote unquote go wrong. So he's going to continue to do what he does, which is he's going to find the people. If something comes up for them, he might do it, but he's not going to be going just because they're there.
Mm-hmm. Terrence, what do you think? I'm sorry, you finished?
No, I'm done.
What's your thoughts, Terrence?
Quickly, I wanted to say with Wolverine, based upon my readings, 60% of the time he is a hero, and then the other 40% he's an anti-hero. So we'll see what Kevin Feige does with that. But uh, to answer your question, um, with Ray Fisher, I feel like he comes with potential drama and trouble in relation to him just seeming to be easily offended. So I wouldn't want to work with him. I wouldn't even look at him. Um, and then in terms of Henry Cavill, from what I've seen, he's a very nice, chill guy, very respectful and passionate about any role that he plays. He has fans from when he did The Immortals, when he did Man of Steel. Now he is Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher. So I feel like wherever he goes, he shines. So for me, I would be looking at Henry Cavill for. I think there's at least like 18 Superman ripoffs in Marvel. So I would want to place him in something like that. I kind of would look at him for either Sentry or Hyperion for Marvel. Sentry, you're talking about a guy, um, he was imbued with the power of 1,000 or 1,000,000 suns, if I remember correctly. And then he drank like an experimental like super soldier formula, and then he got all his powers and stuff. That'd be an interesting twist. It would kind of give humans slightly what they want, but it would be just different enough for them to embrace him in a different capacity. Or he can be a Hyperion, and you're talking about one of the strongest superhumans in the Marvel multiverse. Got the heat vision, the flight, the super strength, but their personalities are different enough. So I feel like I would think about those before any other Marvel roles, and then depending on what Mr. Cavill is, maybe he might be already passionate about a particular character. Depending on who he pitches my direction, I could entertain that, just because I feel, aside from the fan base that this man comes with, he's also very talented, and I would want to work with him. If I were any director, Kevin Feige or whoever, I would want him to be part of something that I am overseeing. So I would absolutely go after Henry Cavill. And then, like I said, I would be very careful with, who I put him as. But I think that I could put him as almost any character and the intrigue will be there. And I think that even if, humans don't gravitate towards the character that he's playing, it's still in the MCU, so it's going to thrive. And then that'll be like I'm sorry that didn't work out for you, Mr. Cavill, but I don't regret using you because I'm a fan of your talent. So that's kind of how I would look at it.
Yep, I agree with what you said. Any follow up? Okay. Question number 5. There was a recent article written by a writer named Scott Campbell. That article, it hints that Lucasfilm wants Spielberg to direct a standalone Star Wars movie. Do you think this might happen? If it does, do you think he could get Star Wars headed back into the right direction?
No.
Okay.
Spielberg is a great director, but his time has passed. I need to get someone young that knows Star Wars, knows the lore. I'm not saying he don't know the lore. I just think time has passed. Like, when was the last really good movie he created? So I think I think you got to go in a different direction.
Okay.
I'd rather
Chris,
them get George Lucas back than hire Spielberg, to be honest with you.
Hear that buzz, and that article said that in one of those movies, I want to think The Phantom Menace, Spielberg did some uncredited work to help him out.
Yeah,
probably, but well, he asked Spielberg to direct them, and Spielberg said no, do it yourself.
Spielberg was slated to direct Return of the Jedi. He did not, because the Academy or whatever it is, the ACC or whatever it is,
because
was going to pull his credit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Because he refused to put credits at the beginning of his movies. And in Empire, and even the God, I can't remember the guy who did direct Jedi, but anyways, he paid the fines for both of them. But when it came out that Spielberg was supposed to direct Return of the Jedi, they threatened to take his accreditation away and said, if you do it, you're done. And George didn't want him to take that risk. And then he did do, I think he shot a couple scenes, or he was behind the camera for a couple scenes during the prequels. And
yeah, but George asked him to direct the prequels, and he told him no.
yeah, but again, I think it was still an issue of something like that, or he had something else going on. But I think that, again, with Star Wars, I don't think it matters who's behind the camera as long as they understand the characters. I think Spielberg would understand characters depending on what they pick, because we won't even go into that. The key always is writing. They haven't had anybody writing these stories that understood it. So you could be you could be the greatest director in the world, and if you're given crap to direct, you're getting crap. It doesn't matter how, I mean, you could put shit on a plate and give it to the world's best chef, and it doesn't mean it's not going to taste like shit. It's shit. And I think until you get the right people behind it in directing, in the script writing and the story and the right characters and all of that stuff, it doesn't matter who directs these. So
I watch Iron Chef America, and Bobby Flake can make shit taste like caviar. I'm just saying.
You're right. He probably could.
Just joking. I hear what you're saying. I think Spielberg has the cachet to do it. Whether or not he just wants to do it, and he's not committing to a trilogy. The article said a one-shot movie, so he can blow his load on that and say, "Okay, I did it. Check it off his bucket list and keep going."
Would you give him the Vader movie?
I would. I would give him a Vader movie, or I would give him
Maul,
Obi-Wan movie, something
Maul
that fans want to see. Not no side. It got to be one of the big names. You got to be either a big Sith that we all want to see, or a big Jedi. And it's just a one time. I would go see that, and I think that George Lucas would help him. Dave Filoni, George Lucas, Dave Filoni, and Favreau, the four of them together, I think could make a movie that would knock our socks off. So I hope he'll do it. I would go see it. I think it can't be any worse than the last three.
Don't ever say that again. Kathleen, okay, listen, when you got Kathleen Kennedy in it, who's, I don't know. Spielberg walked away. Spielberg is walking away from Indiana Jones because he doesn't want to work with Kathleen Kennedy anymore.
But I think George Lucas could put Kathleen in a place. I think he could.
George's got to be there, though. George doesn't want to be there.
That's what I just said. For this
I know.
one-off movie, it would have to include those four.
But he doesn't want to be there. I think George is done. I think any hope of ever having him back. And am I saying it will never happen? No, I'm just saying I don't think it will. But
I think hypothetically, if Spielberg was to do it, I think he would have, or he should have in his contract, that I get either you got to be here, or I can touch my phone, FaceTime me, whatever. But or you got to be here X amount of days while it's filming. If he didn't get that, then I wouldn't touch it if I was Spielberg. But if I would tell him, look, if you want me to do this, Lucasfilm want me to do this, I'm gonna commit to doing this one movie. I'm gonna pick the character who I'm gonna do it about, but you got to be here 60% of the time, whatever percentage that's agreeable. If you don't agree to that, then I wouldn't touch it.
So let me ask you this: would you prefer Spielberg or they get George Lucas to do one?
Oh, definitely George Lucas, but like Chris said, I don't think George Lucas is going to do it. I think he'll come back in the capacity as a consultant because that's his friend, and Dave Filoni is like his protege. I think he would do that, but I don't think. First of all, I think they're too old to commit to a trilogy. They might not live to do the trilogy, but the one-off movie, and like Chris said, Maul, Vader, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, any one of those big names, even Yoda. If they do a backstory on Yoda, of course they'll do it on Mace. I'm gonna watch that. But You one of those big four right there? Hey, I would do it. One of those conditions. Okay, Mr. Lucas, you got to be here 60% of the time. What do you think,
No, I
Terrence?
feel you.
Um, Man, I've seen so many movies over the course of my life. A lot of directors I like, and Steven Spielberg is one of the best that I've seen. And thinking about just his large list of films, it could be uh, like the BFG or Ready Player One or Lincoln or Artificial Intelligence or Saving Private Ryan or Amistad, like any of that kind of stuff. He's really a master at what he does. So I think that he'd be able to kill it doing a Star Wars movie, and because of a film like Amistad or even like Saving Private Ryan, I think if you were to give him like something to do with the Sith, the dark side of everything, I think that he would bring some crazy emotional weight to that. I think that could actually be surprising with how good he could work with more of the darker, serious elements. But it doesn't have to be that. I mean, it could be really anything. And because it's a Star Wars movie, I'm gonna watch it no matter what, and I hope to enjoy it. And I think that if you have the talent of someone like Spielberg behind it, that there's a higher chance that we're gonna get something good than not. Even if say the script that he is given is underwhelming to him, I think he would be able to find a way around those particular kinks and understand what the fans have been saying and really work something in there to where any sort of doubt that might be in the fan base, it just would be too intriguing to pass up. So I think it's a good idea. And for the record, if George Lucas wanted to come back, I mean that's George Lucas. I wouldn't be against that at all. I don't agree with all the decisions that he made later on, but there's a respect that's there. So I'm never going to be like, no, don't bring him back or don't use him. I'm just like, hey, if George decides to come back, to me as a Star Wars fan and even loving the films, even the ones that I disagree with, is still Star Wars. So I would think automatically, if George is coming back to this capacity, this material must be good because he was gone for so long that this must have won him over. So if anything, that'll make me even more excited, his involvement.
Okay.
The only time that's going to happen is if Kathleen Kennedy has no say in it. That's what I think. But I mean, I agree that I would think the same thing. I'd think, well, something must be right because he decided to come back.
I was waiting for that.
What you think, man?
Would I like to see it? Absolutely. It's pretty safe to say it. He wouldn't do it without George's at least permission because they are friends. But that would be. Would it save it? I don't know. I don't know whether whether Star Wars is at the even so much as the Stitches phase of being able to be saved.
True. I can tell you that. I think it can be saved, but it's gonna take a minute, man, to save Star Wars. You're gonna need at least 3 good movies, whether they're a trilogy, whether they're single movies. But if you can get 3 good movies, keep the Mandalorian going or getting better than it is right now, then I don't see an issue with Star Wars coming back. But like Chris said, it all depends on the writing. You can have the best directors in the world, but if you're writing shit, the movie's gonna be shit, plain and simple.
Yep. Like I said, I would love to see Mr. Spielberg come back, but I don't know. I definitely think Star Wars can be saved. I'm never going to say he's not going to be saved. I don't really think it's going to take 3 movies. If they can put together 2 movies that's good and coherent, I think they'll be all right because fans are gonna hope against hope, and if they do something, now I'm gonna be disheartened if Filoni and Favreau don't do something fantastic with these stores that they're talking about bringing out. So I think if these stores are successful, then that's going to give them time to try and see which direction they're going to go in. Either they're going to go further back into the past, or like I was going to say one time, go into the future, 100 years, whatever. But I think they're going to have to kind of get away from Skywalker for a minute and go, or shit, do his ancestors 100 years from now. I don't care. Just we got to get away from Luke, Leia, Ray, all of those, kind of putting them behind and fast forward, or either go back into the past. So, but
I agree.
I definitely think if Spielberg took it, it would go up. I don't think it would go down. Okay,
I'd like to think that.
Like, yeah, I mean, you get a good directed movie, but if the story isn't good, there's nothing he'll be able to do with it, man. Real interesting.
I agree. Yeah, gonna have a good writer.
Mhm.
Okay, last question of the night. How do you feel about this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Is it the new wave of the future? Is it legit, or is it just one big Ponzi scheme? Man,
no,
we'll let
it's
you go
legit.
first.
I don't buy it. The whole thing has, Ponzi scheme written all over. I mean, I had somebody contact me on Twitter the other day this week, to inquire if I had Bitcoin and this is how easy it is and all of that. And I'm a Bitcoin trader. Yeah, sure you are.
I don't know how legitimate it is because when things start out and people don't have a good understanding of it, our natural tendency is to think stuff is to be skeptical about stuff until you get comfortable with it, or someone that we trust is comfortable with it and assures us that look, do da 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 ABC 1 2 3. So, and I don't have that comfort level now because I want to see my money. I want to see my money, or I want to click on my bank account and it has boom boom boom. Worrying
But you
about this
can, though.
crypto. Yeah, but I don't.
So cryptocurrency, you buy the coins, right? I've been looking into it a lot recently because I'm planning on getting some. Best thing to do is buy it when it's low. When Bitcoin coin came out, I heard about it when it first came out, and it was like at pennies. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put $100 on it, and I never did. And that shit shot up to like 21K for one coin. So it goes directly. You have a wallet, so you have your coins in your wallet, and you can take that and transfer the funds over to your bank account. So people who got into Bitcoin,
So you mean to tell me that if you would have bought it then,
yes,
you'd have $200-something thousand now?
yes,
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
yes, yes.
Actually, my son has. I don't know how much of it. Somebody gave it to him. It's in a site. It shows up right there. You get it. You can sell it. It's worth 21,000. He was just giving it though. That's why I don't buy it. I mean, and you know what, Anzo, I know other people who do it. I guess it's a personal choice. The money is almost fictional enough. I don't need to be buying what I see as fictional coinage. Nobody backs it. Nobody has yet to recognize it as an official coin.
That's not true.
When it gets,
they're starting to put fucking Bitcoin dispensaries now. Like
that doesn't.
like
I'm saying the United States. You cannot walk into the United States Treasury building and hand them a receipt from your internet and say, "Here, I got Bitcoin. I want cash." You can't. You have to go through certain things. I can go and get any other coin or paper money from the world and walk into the United States Treasury, and they will exchange it for whatever they say the rate is. They recognize other countries. No country that I know of, and I have not looked recently, but no country that I know of recognizes cryptocurrency yet. You can buy stuff online with it. You can trade it. You can do a lot of that stuff. I understand that. But it is
I
not
know people that made money off
recognized.
of it.
Well, that's fine.
know
I mean,
people
yeah,
that have
listen,
made money off
if I can find somebody, if I can honestly get the $21,000 out for the amount that we have, yeah, fine. I'm sure I can, because there's people out there who want it, who will spend the money on it. But those people are currently trading in something that is an unproven commodity. And I, yes, and I will admit, absolutely, what I am basing this on is the current establishment. Do I think it'll ever be recognized? It's becoming more and more a recognized thing, and more people are jumping on it.
Sounding robotic.
What was that?
You sounding robotic.
Hold on. Well, anyways, I don't know. I don't think it's going to end up being a hugely commoditized thing, but it might someday, I guess. But I'm leery on it.
Terrence, what's your thoughts, bro?
I don't know anything about Bitcoin or and any of that kind of stuff. Like I heard a few humans talking about it, but I'm not really paying attention to it, so I'm not going to pretend that I know about it or how good it is. There are some humans that I heard of that have made some money from it, and good for them. But I have my own methods to make money that I can see, that I understand, that I was certain things that were taught to me and things that I taught myself in relation how to make the coins we're familiar with and the paper money, since 99% of the time, when I make money, it's all cash, no checks or none of that. That's rare. So that's what I focus on. So I don't know anything about this stuff.
Mads.
Hey. Personally, I don't buy it.
Personally, I didn't hear that.
I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I don't buy into it. I had somebody early, just what is it, the past week, say that, like, hit me up in my Twitter DMs, offering to be my cryptocurrency trader or some junk like that. I've blocked.
You're a crypto pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's always going to be people out there trying to take advantage of people. But you should do your research on it, because trust me, as much as I've been watching and been doing, and this is just in the last couple of weeks so far, if you get in low, if you find one that gets in low and it hits, I even downloaded apps. The apps you can directly take from your Bitcoin wallet, whichever Bitcoin you buy. There's a few of them out there now. You can take that money and transfer it directly into your account from the app.
Well, like I said, I and I'm going to echo a lot what Terrence said. I don't understand it, but if it becomes I guess the wave of the future and the new way that money and transactions are done, then of course you're going to have to learn it, or at least learn the basis of it, so you won't get fooled or taken advantage of. But right now, I just don't understand it. Is it going to be this new world order, this new money and stuff? It may be. I don't know how or when it's going to taking over the current currency. I don't know.
It won't. It will never take over current currency, and the reason why is because the government can't tax it like that. You know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the biggest issue that they're having with it. That's why they're not recognizing it, because they can't tax it.
Okay. Well, I know one thing. I will say this, and this is honestly, if I could buy it for a penny and in 6 months it quadruples into something else, I damn sure would take the money. I know that. I'd cash the hell out. I wouldn't let it stay in there.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Cash
see,
out.
This is the thing, though, and the only way to really make money is to get it low. Like if you were to try and buy Bitcoin now, you'd be wasting your time. You would.
Well,
be
that's the
wasting
thing.
a bunch of money.
Like I said, we got some. I'm looking at the options and I'm reading up on it because I have a little bit, and I'm wondering, should I just leave it alone since it's worth, like I said, like I think it's 21,000. Do I want that cash? Yeah, but then I got to figure out how do I do it, and that's typically everything I'm reading now is just, huh?
I don't think it's 21,000 now. Last time I checked, it was a little bit less because it's like stock market. It drops, it goes up. It
Yeah,
drops,
yeah,
it goes
yeah.
up.
I just know the last time I think we looked at it, but the thing is that everything I read says that you got to watch it because that's where they get you. That you have it, but then you go and this place says, hey, I want $75 for you to, convert it into cash, and they get the $75 and then you give them the information for the cryptocurrency. They take the cryptocurrency. You're out $75 and you see nothing. So I'm reading up on all this, and it's literally like a 70-30 thing where scams are so prevalent that it's very, very difficult to tell which is which. And so what I'm trying to find is some place that I can actually go in and talk to somebody who has some sort of a reputation or a track record for it. That's the type of thing. I mean, and I agree with Donzo. Like anything, it's research, especially in something like that. You do have to do your research. And I totally agree with you, Donzo. It is the stock market. And I'm not against stock market. I'm not against cryptocurrency. If you want to get into it, by all means, it is something.
One thing I can tell you, from the law enforcement standpoint of it, maybe in the bigger cities, but not where I'm at, we're not educated in that. So if, say, for instance, you get that cryptocurrency and somebody takes advantage of you, then you probably gonna be asked out of that money because you don't have the means, you don't have the knowledge to trace it and do that kind of stuff. Now, is that coming down the road? Probably so, because we got to get very highly trained these internet crimes, and you got specialized investigators that can track that stuff. But I haven't seen anything, and I look at training all the time. I haven't seen anything about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency training, fraud, that kind of stuff.
You're probably shit out of luck if something happens to you. But there's a guy, right? And you can see his story somewhere online or something like that. He has Bitcoin, and I think it's at like a couple $1 million. But he can't remember the password to get in.
I remember you telling me that. I remember you telling me
they give you 10 chances to get into your wallet, and he's on his 9th one.
But don't they have a little thing like a reset password? Don't you think they would have that on there?
Nope, nothing like that. You get your password, you set it up, you got to remember that shit.
Boy, I bet you feel like an ass. There got to be some way he can call somebody. Cause I don't forget my password in my bank account. I have to physically go into the bank. They'd be like, "What's your name? What's your date of birth? What's your social security number? What's your address?" They say you had a question on there. Where's your high school name? Or what's your first car? They're gonna have something like that in place.
Not that I know of.
Well, shit on that then.
And that's fucked up. Because if he tries to log in one last time and he doesn't get it, he's locked out completely forever.
And then what's gonna happen to that money? Somebody gonna siphon out there and put in their account. Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I tell you.
So I'm looking here.
He's going to send some baby powder as a consolation prize.
One Bitcoin equals $67,180 Canadian.
Jesus Christ.
How much?
67,000.
Yeah, you see, I don't even know. I had to go back to the site and stuff. I'm looking into it because, like I said, my son got it. It is his. I'm not saying it's mine, but I definitely have told him. I said, if you want to, if you plan to go to college or something, if we can figure out a way to extract it out, get the cash value of it, why not? I mean, but I don't know.
But he has a wallet and everything.
Yeah,
he has his wallet and everything. Yeah, you should be able to get that out if you want.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm taking it very cautiously, so I'm having to look into it. But hey.
All right, lady and gentlemen, we are at the hour and 15-minute mark. We're gonna let everyone on the panel go around and shout out their channels. First, we're gonna start with Mr. Terrence. What's going on in your neck of the woods, Terrence? What's going on your channel? And tell people what's going on.
Hey, hello, humans. It's Terrence here. You can find me on this channel and Anzo's channel, Bigger Ford Entertainment, and then my channel, T Virus Terrence. Um, there's some videos that I have on hold that I need to upload. I'll figure out how and when I'm gonna drop those. But for now, uh, there's over 2,000 videos there consisting of many things, and I like to say everything under the sun is over there in relation to fun and variety. And I think that for the most part, you want to have an open mind, and I feel that will add to your level of fun when you're clicking around on the channel. Stuff is all organized for you in the over 100 playlists, so go over there and see if there's something you like.
Good deal. Yeah, check Terrence's channel out, man. Very entertaining, man. If I want a good laugh, I usually go to Terrence, and I will find something that will make me laugh on there. So check him out. All right, Mads.
Hey guys, Matt's Mama Bear here. You can find me at Matt's Mama Bear here on YouTube and Matt's Mama Bear over on Twitter. And this week, you can also find me on Anzo's channel tomorrow night. When it comes to anywhere else, you have to follow me on Twitter to find out where I'm going to be.
Good deal. Good deal. Also, y'all sub to Mav's channel because she got 390 subs. So let's get her to 400. Get her to 400
Absolutely.
subs. All right. Next, Mr. Knight. What's going on?
Oh, not too much. Unmasking the Masked Singer will be back tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure we're going to do the weekly Rumble this week if my work decides to stay out of it. Tomorrow night, of course, Bigfoot Entertainment. Anzo's got the Chaos list. Wednesday night, I've got the Rule of Three. Weekly wrap up on Sundays. Either Jackbox Game Night on Hanstar's channel or Name That Tune over there. And then over here on Chaos Central, we've got the Bad Batch Roundtable on Sundays also at 8:30 Eastern time. Sorry. Lots of stuff. I think I'll have a new rant out tomorrow also or sometime this week. So other than that, though, thank you for having me again, Danny. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Chris, really and truly, we could just retire the Rumble. You know what I mean? We could just retire it. You know what I
Why
mean?
is it you're so insistent? It's like he's so scared to have competition that he's like, we could retire. We could retire it. No. We're not going to retire.
I will have to say in all honesty, if I was champion, I wouldn't be mad if the sport.
What are you talking about? Hey, did Jordan never say, in the NBA could just close it up? You don't have to look for another champion.
He would have been mad if it did, though. if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out on top.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it gets no better than the champion you have in front of you guys.
My God.
Right, JJ? Gets no better than that.
Now I try to help you out now, but you're going too far now.
I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you guys know the channel, Bigger Ford Entertainment. Tomorrow night will be the Chaos list. Still don't got topics, but I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something tonight or tomorrow. We also got Wednesday Rule of Three with a side of Tabasco. So check that out. OOC coming up after that as well. And then Game Changers, like three shows back to back. It's crazy Wednesday nights, but it's fun.
That's tough.
It's fun. we can get Danny to do some back to backs just now too. You know,
Hell
bam,
no.
bam, bam. Keep
I'm
Danny
too
up till
old.
like 3 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
too fucking old for that.
I'm like, fucking Danny, in the weekend and you don't even work. You can't even stay up late. Danny's like, nope. God, I don't want to get 50.
You wait to 50. When you get to
I
50,
don't want to reach
you be
50,
like,
bro.
damn, what the hell happened to my energy?
Yesterday,
Don't.
Danny was like, yeah, can we start up early? You know, I'm getting tired and shit. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Then the mention of booty came up. Danny was like, oh, no, I got energy. We can go a little bit longer.
Hey, that's fucking like spinach, like Popeye, bro. That Popeye has spinach. I just have booty. I pop it open and see a picture of a big booty.
Yeah, guys. So make sure you check out the shows, man. We try to have a lot of fun in there. Do appreciate it. Great show today, Danny.
Thank you. I am Danny, aka Comic Chat. This is my channel, my show, Chaotic Conversation, and 1/4 of the Chaos Central crew. We ask that you please subscribe to our channels. Please support us like you've been doing. I think at one time we had up to 20 people viewing. That is fantastic. I'm trying to get to 1,400 subs. I can only do it with your help. I'm about 10 away. So tell everybody, retweet, share, tell them to come on in. I'm trying to do my little Comic Chat neighborhood, Mr. Comic Chat neighborhood. I do that some afternoons. I know I'm gonna be in front of the grill doing something. People say they like that, so don't know why, but if you
You
like
should
it, you do it.
if you do it again, get the Mr. Neighborhood intro.
I
Play
say
that
it,
at the
man.
beginning.
Yeah, I gotta do something. I'll be like, it's a beautiful. I sound awful, but I mean to sound really bad when I'm saying it. But hey, people watch it, so man, I got a lot of comments, so I appreciate it. Trying to think of what else. Something else. We're gonna try and get Square One going. Saturdays, man. This past Saturday, man, is beginning to get really busy for me. I guess the summer is picking up. We're gonna try and do that. Maybe if we can do it once, maybe twice a month. That'd be me. I don't know if we can do this every Saturday thing because right now my
Yeah, I
work
feel
is
you.
picking up. But again, man, it's been an awesome show. I appreciate everyone that came in and supported us. We appreciate it, man. We do this to entertain you, man, and we appreciate that you follow our content and follow our channels. Like I said, each one of us is trying to get a different level. I think Terrence, you have what, well over 2,000 subscribers now?
Yeah, it's like at 2,100 and something.
All right, so he's
Very
trying to get
nice.
2,200. I think Chris got what, 5,400 last time I saw.
Let me go look real quick. I think it's around that.
Yeah, I'm coming for you guys, man. I'm coming for you guys.
Well, actually, 5,100. I'm 5,130 almost. So
Also,
you know.
I was about to catch me. I think you got about 1,200 now, don't you, Alonzo?
No, I got 1,134.
1,100. And Maz got 390. She's going to have 400, 500 here real soon.
Mm-hmm.
So let's everybody get behind Maz and try to get her monetized. She's the only one over here on the panel tonight that's not monetized. So tell all your friends, tell everybody, click on Maz Mama Bear. Let's get her up to 1,000.
Facts.
All right. Till next Monday. I'm doing Don Cornelius. I'm also love, peace, and soul.